What's up YouTube, this is iTweaks here, and if you haven't heard, the Apple Media event was today, and they announced the iPhone 5S and the iPhone 5C. Now if you haven't seen my iPhone 5C video yet, go check it out and I'll put a link in the description below. But in this video I'm going to be talking about the iPhone 5S. The prices will start at $199 for the 16GB, $299 for the 32GB, and $399 for the 64GB. Now keep in mind that all of these prices are with a contract. Now getting into the weight and dimensions, you can see here that the height comes in at 4.87 inches, width at 2.31 inches, and a depth of just 0.3 of an inch, and a weight of just 3.95 ounces. Now a major difference in the iPhone 5S will first of all be the A7 chip with a 64-bit architecture. Now this is the first phone to use 64-bit, and not only that, it will have an M7 Motion coprocessor, which will keep track of information for health and fitness apps. Now this information is comparable to the information you would get from Jawbone Up or a Nike Fuel Band. Now another brand new feature that we've all been hearing rumors about is the fingerprint sensor. So yes, there is a fingerprint sensor on the iPhone 5S, and it's called Touch ID. So as you can see here, there's no square on the home button, which gives it a very sleek look, and you'll be able to just touch to unlock, as well as using Touch ID to purchase apps in the App Store. All you have to do is put your finger on there rather than having to enter in a password every time. Now you'll obviously be getting a 4-inch widescreen multi-touch retina display at a 1136 by 640 pixel resolution and an 800:1 contrast ratio. Moving on to the camera, the iSight camera is 8 megapixels. It has a f2.2 aperture, a sapphire crystal lens cover, a true tone flash which actually matches the lighting color of the room and produces a much better photograph. It also has a backside illumination sensor, 5-element lens, a hybrid IR filter, autofocus, tap to focus, face detection, panorama, and burst mode, which we take up to 10 frames per second. And of course, it also has photo geotagging. Now if we jump over here to the video recording, it has gotten a new feature as well, which is the slow-mo recording that will record up to 120 frames per second. Now this is a feature that you've seen before on other devices, but it is new for the iPhone. Now video will also record at 1080p at 30 frames per second, and will have face detection, 3x zoom, video geotagging, and will be able to take a still photo while recording. Now you can also use audio calling by FaceTiming with an iPhone 5S to any other FaceTime enabled device over Wi-Fi or cellular. Now if we look here, these are the external buttons and connectors as well as the input and output. And there's really not much difference here other than the home Touch ID sensor that you can see right there. Over to the battery, we will have a talk time up to 10 hours on 3G, standby time up to 250 hours, internet use up to 8 hours on 3G, 10 hours on LTE, and up to 10 hours on Wi-Fi. You also have 10 hours of video playback and 40 hours of audio playback. Now the iPhone 5S comes with a lot of sensors, as you can see here. The ones that are included are the 3-axis gyro, accelerometer, proximity sensor, ambient light sensor, and the fingerprint identity sensor. Now just like the iPhone 5C, the iPhone 5S will be using a nano SIM, so the existing micro SIMs will not be compatible. So it's not very exciting what you'll be getting in the box. Nothing new here. You're going to get the iPhone 5S running iOS 7, Apple EarPods with remote and mic, Lightning USB cable, USB power adapter, and documentation. So what do you guys think about the new iPhone 5S? Are you excited about the new fingerprint sensor? What about the colors? Let me know in the comments below. And if you want to check out my iPhone 5C video, then check a link in the description below. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that like button. If you want to see more of my videos, then go ahead and subscribe. Also, don't forget to like my Facebook page and follow me on Twitter for updates. And if you haven't checked out my gaming channel, go over there and stop by and say hey. Alright guys, until next time, peace.